what's happening in a Real Madrid dressing room. It came to our notice that some things that are not so Catholic are going on in the Real Madrid dressing room, which has even led to the exchange of blows among teammates. Bernardo Silva is on his way to come to FC Barcelona. Alessandro Bastoni is doing everything possible to sign for FC Barcelona during the summer transfer window. Those will be our big subjects for the day. Without wasting much of our time, guys, let's get into the body of our video. We're going to start with Real Madrid, okay, La Maison Blanche. It came to our notice that Real Madrid they're having a lot of problems recently with Mbappe's case. The fact that the fans are complaining that since the coming of Mbappe, he's been looking for his individual glory. That's scoring lots and lots and lots of goals, but those goals are not leading to any trophies for the team in general. Okay, and it's becoming a worrying situation because they are going on a second consecutive season without getting any major trophy. And recently he got injured, but he was seen on holiday with his female friend, okay, having fun, and the pictures found their way to the internet, and fans were very, very unhappy until they went ahead to even sign a petition or to sign petitions for Mbappe to leave. The agreement was to get 200 petitions, but as it stands now, the petitions are more than 12 million. That's 12 million petitions for people that want Mbappe's exit at Real de Madrid. Now, inside all of that scandal, yesterday we read that Federico Valverde and Tchouaméni had a disagreement in the dressing room. Boom, we thought it was just a disagreement, and actually there is nothing serious. They're going to arrange it. No, it didn't happen. Lo and behold, today, okay, it is like the situation got worse, and it came to we read again that Federico Valverde and Tchouaméni had a more aggravated situation until it led to exchange of blows. Tchouaméni had to physically assault Federico Valverde, who ended up in the hospital through a wheelchair, and I think he will be sidelined for the El Clasico. He will be sidelined for 10 or 14 days. That he will not be able to play for 10 or 14 days. Now, what do I think about this situation? Personally, I won't talk as a Barcelona fan, as a rival fan, because as a rival fan, I would probably say I'm happy. It's my rival team. They're supposed to go through whatever they're going through. Okay, I know that. But as a football analyst and a human that I am against physical violence. I'm against violence, and I'm against disorder in any form. Okay, I really feel bad for what's happening at Real Madrid. I just see a very big institution dropping and falling down drastically. It really hurts. It hurts to see that something like that is actually happening in a very big institution like Real Madrid, and even the coach cannot say anything. The coach has little or nothing to say, with the fact that there are even some players, from what we read, there are even some players, 4 or 5 players, that don't talk to the coach at all. That's serious, very, very serious. And as it stands now, that's why they are following up for the coming of Jose Mourinho, because the problem of the Madrid team is ego. Everybody is a big man, and it's made up of a squad that have won together. Hence, he needs a coach that have the pedigree, charisma to hold those egos and know how to control them. And among this, one of many coaches that can do that, Jose Mourinho is actually one of them that can control a dressing room with very, very, very big egos. I really feel bad for Real Madrid. I don't know how they're going to cope. I don't know how they're going to amend this thing, but it's forcing them to actually send away some players by doing the summer transfer window, because even if everything come back to normal, I don't see Tchouaméni and Valverde playing on the same pitch at least for a very long time. It's really not going to be easy. And from the complaint we got, it's like Valverde was blaming Tchouaméni that how come the disagreement that they had yesterday okay, got out to the media, and Tchouaméni was like, I don't know, I'm not the one that sent it out. And Valverde was insisting that Tchouaméni is the person that sent out those infos out to the press. And on the verge of insisting, Tchouaméni too was disagreeing. One thing led to the other. Emotions rose, adrenaline went south, and punches had to come out. And I really feel bad. I really feel bad. Anything meaningful, they are also human beings. We shouldn't see them playing on the field and we think that they don't make mistakes. They also make mistakes. They are also humans. They also have emotions. They have adrenaline running through their veins. Hopefully everything come back to normal. They arrange it, and Real Madrid come back to the Real Madrid that we know. If not, if this thing continues, it's really going to tarnish their reputation, and it's really going to cause problem for La Liga as a whole, as an institution. Okay guys, we move on to the next topic of the day. Bernardo Silva coming to FC Barcelona. Are you in or out? Let me know in the comment section. And why do you want Bernardo Silva at FC Barcelona, and whose post do you think Bernardo Silva will come and take at FC Barcelona? Bernardo Silva coming to FC Barcelona, what's my point of view? I am okay, I am in for the fact that Bernardo Silva should come to FC Barcelona. Who is Bernardo Silva? He's a 31-year-old Portuguese midfielder footballer that plays for Manchester City. Okay, he burst out, he blew up 2016-17 at FC Monaco. During that season of Kylian Mbappe, Bernardo Silva, Mendy, they were a group of talented and hardworking young players that gave in their best for the triumphant of FC Monaco. And that season, I remember Monaco had to displace Paris Saint-Germain from the first spot, and Monaco took the lead. After that wonderful realization, big teams came into the squad, picked you know how it works. They come and pick the players, take them, and unfortunately, Bernardo Silva was picked by Manchester City, where he is still today. That's about 9 seasons at the club. Now, he can play in several positions, namely, he can play as a center midfielder at the number 8 position, as he can play beside the number 6. He can play as an offensive midfielder at the number 10 position. He can play as a right winger at the Lamine Yamal's position. Now, why am I okay with Bernardo Silva coming to FC Barcelona? I'm okay with the fact that he will bring experience, he will bring squad depth. Now, look at in most of the matches that we've lost this season, or most of the competition that we got eliminated, is simply because of the fact that we didn't have enough squad depth. We didn't have those players that can come off the bench and bring in that experience, okay, that leadership on the pitch. Him coming is a midfielder. He can still give us solid 2 to 3 seasons, probably before leaving to maybe France or so. It's true, you guys are going to say our midfield is already choked up, but you also forget to say that our midfield is very, very injury prone, to an extent that we've not had a month during this season where we play with our complete midfielders completely. We've not had it. It's either we've not had a month where we play with a number 6, number 8, and number 10 properly. It's either we'll have a moment where Bernard is injured, Pedri will be left to play with De Jong, who is not even a number 6, okay, and maybe Olmo will be there, but will not be informed. Femi will be injured, or we'll find ourselves in a situation where Pedri will be injured. De Jong will have to play the number 8 position, where we try with a Casado. Okay, and that's even what caused our elimination at the Copa del Rey against Atletico de Madrid, the match earlier, where we're being tampered 4-0 because Pedri was absent. Okay, and Pedri's injuries also came due to the fact that there are matches that normally Pedri was even not supposed to play, or he wasn't supposed to go out early. But if you are removing out Pedri, if you are removing a holding midfielder like Pedri, who are you putting in? De Jong is a good footballer, yes, but De Jong plays better with Pedri on the pitch. When De Jong is being left alone to play with maybe a number 6, it gets very, very complicated for De Jong. We've seen that time and again. So if we have an experienced midfielder like Bernardo Silva, who is not that injury prone, he's very solid, that can play at times at the Pedri's position. He can play at times at the Donny Olmo's or Femi's position. He can even play at times as a right winger at Lamine Yamal's position. He's going to even avoid Lamine Yamal and Pedri playing some unnecessary matches till 90 minutes and avoid prospective injuries. Because look at, if we even got eliminated from the Champions League because of Rafinha's absence, because there was nobody there to pick up Rafinha's spot. Lamine Yamal was the only dangerous player there. Meanwhile, Bernardo Silva was there. We could, do some few good things around. So you guys will let me know, do you see Bernardo Silva as a good player for FC Barcelona? Let's not forget the fact that his palmarès before coming to Barcelona is heavy. He has one champion. He has played 407 games for Manchester City. He's had 73 goals and 58 assists. He's had one Champions League, 6 Premier Leagues with Manchester City, 2 FA Cups, 4 Carabao Cups, 2 Community Shields, 1 Club World Cup, the ancient version before the new version started with Chelsea. And I think there's plus or minus everything equal. That's not bad for a midfielder, and it's very good. Mind you that at times recently he's the captain of the Manchester City squad. Okay, you know what it takes for Pep Guardiola to put you the captain of his squad. It means you're really giving in a lot and you're really good. Now, we move on to our next topic of the day, Alessandro Bastoni to FC Barcelona. Yes, Bastoni is doing everything possible to come to FC Barcelona, the club that he's always wanted to play. He's giving his all to Inter Milan, and he needs a new challenge. He needs a more competitive league, a league where he compete for bigger trophies, probably the Champions League. What do I think about Bastoni? Yes, he's a very good defender. Okay, we need a defender that has the pedigree, that has gabaret, that can take on these youth attackers. Now look at what happened between the Arsenal and Atletico Madrid match when Solot came in. Solot thought that he was playing against Kubasi and Eric Garcia, where in terms of physical build-up, he could bully Kubasi anyhow, he could bully Eric Garcia anyhow. But actually, that was not the case against Saliba. Okay, he saw that he could not bully Saliba anyhow, he could not bully Gabriel anyhow. So we need that pedigree of defender that can play alongside Kubasi, that can complement the intelligence of Kubasi with physicality. Okay, Bastoni is very good with groundworks, excellent with groundworks. He takes out the passes out from the back, excellent left foot. He crosses very well and is very powerful and dominant in the air. We need that profile of a defender. Since we lost Inigo Martinez, we've not had that profile of a defender again, and we really need it at FC Barcelona. We just pray and hope that Deco and Laporta are going to do the necessary amount of work to bring in those guys to our dearest club, so that we can start competing for the big trophies like the Champions League. 2015 till now is a lot of time. We need it. We really need it, so that Real Madrid fans are going to stop trolling us. So you guys will let me know what you think in the comment section below. Bastoni to FC Barcelona, are you in or out? Why? Bernardo Silva to FC Barcelona, are you in? If yes, which position should he come and play? If no, you explain to me why. And lastly, the situation at Real Madrid. You guys tell me what's happening. What do you think can be done? Who is the next coach that should take up the dressing room of Real Madrid and make things probably to become better? See you guys in another video, guys. Subscribe, like, comment. It helps the channel to grow. See you in another video. Peace.